Alright, so guys, welcome to the finals of my Twitch subscriber league. Of course, in pokeaimMD, what's up? We have Triple T's versus OSA. I want to show you guys the teams real quick. Triple T's consist of Moet, Chimp, Blunder, and Kidus Rocks. They are actually undefeated in their division, and their team is pretty busted with Zimu Magirna, Mega Alakazam. They got defog options. They got Priority Rain plus Kingdra and a well-played Beartic, which they haven't brought once, I think. They got Ninjas, Nidoqueen for Hazards and T-Spikes, even Weezing for T-Spikes, and even a Spin Blocker. So they definitely have a really well-rounded team. Whereas OSA, which I believe is also undefeated in their division, as well as, of course, playoffs, because that's how you get there, consists of Chompo, Obiora, Ansa, and Survive 9. They have also a pretty well-rounded team as well, with Zygarde, Dragonite being their Zmon, Mega Sharpedo, which is the only Mega that is allowed to protect or do something prior to Mega Evolution, so he gets its speed boost, and a good defensive core of Arcanine and Powdon. Nice Fairy type in Azu, and even threats like Crawdaunt, Moltres as their defogger, which is pretty funny. And even the option of Sticky Web and Spinner. So here we are with the finals, and y'all can start. It's a best of 3 when y'all ready. Timer though. Anyway, here we are with the finals. So Triple T's bringing pretty much the same stuff they've been bringing the entire time. I'm actually gonna switch sides, so I want them right here. See the back of that Magirna. Magirna is actually a huge threat to them, especially if they can get up rocks. Though they do have a Spinner in Hitmonlee and potentially defog on Moltres, which is something that I've seen them run before. A couple times, actually. And, yeah, the Kingdra is definitely a threat, them having only one real water resist, and I say Azu because Crawdaunt is going to be 2-hit KO'd by any water move that Kingdra goes for, as long as it's not physical. But should be a good game. By the way, Pika should be joining me in a bit as well. Weezing for T-Spikes could be pretty cool here. Zygarde is definitely a huge threat to them, though. Zygarde is a huge threat. I mean, 1,000 Arrows is pretty busted in his own. So we see Crawdaunt versus Thundurus lead, and that is probably the best lead that Triple T's can get for. Though this could be a Focus Sash Crawdaunt, so a designated lead, which is actually pretty good versus Triple T's, considering not only does it have the option of going for Swords Dance, but also can actually knock off Thundurus right here and get a kill. Pretty much. Thundurus is definitely, though, ridiculously good versus their team. Same thing with Magirna. And even Nidoqueen is just really tough for them to switch into. But Crawdaunt, again, for Triple T's itself, is actually really tough for them to switch into. If I was Triple T's and I had some sort of Volt Switch or U-turn on Thundurus, I'd definitely go for it here. Break a potential Sash. I don't know if they want to risk that. But they do switch directly into Weezing on the knockoff. Very smart. Getting off a Rocky Helmet. That was actually a really good play. Because it breaks the potential Sash, and they scouted for that Sash as well. And I'm positive that was Sash Crawdaunt. So really good play. Turn 1. Not only preserving Thundurus, but also getting rid of the Sash on Crawdaunt. Though it could very well be Lumberry SD. Something for Weezing. It could very well be, yeah, like I said, Lumberry SD, something for Weezing in particular. But yeah, that was a really smart play. And the great thing about Weezing is nothing can actually set up on it, because Weezing does have access to not only Clear Smog but also Haze. So if it's like sub Zygarde, yeah, it can beat it with 1,000 Arrows, but it can never really set up. So we could see Weezing going for Will-O-Wisp here or a T-Spike. Even Toxic. I could definitely see Toxic being thrown off if Weezing does have it, because they do have Moltres and Arcanine as potential Mons on their team. Obviously, they brought Moltres, but like you look at their team, they have Moltres and Arcanine as potential answers for Weezing. So we see a Sludge Bomb right there. No Poison. The double knockoff. That looks like it's going to be a roll to knock out Weezing. They should probably go for Crab Hammer here, but it is going to be a risk because Crab Hammer does miss. But like I said, that could definitely be Ape Tech. I appreciate that 3 months. I do apologize, by the way. I wanted to stream this live, but also commentate it like it's an actual tournament. So if I'm not the most interactive with the chat, which I usually am, I do apologize, but that's for good reason. I'm streaming the tournament. So see a knockoff, nice Sludge Bomb. That's smart. I don't know if this thing actually had T-Spikes or anything like that, but the fact that they were able to weaken Crawdaunt, really good for something like Kingdra. Again, Crawdaunt wasn't going to be able to take a hit anyway, but they do risk the Crab Hammer, and it does pay off because they are able to connect and knock him out with that. Mana Buzz, though, is pretty safe here if it is running speed for Crawdaunt. Otherwise, Magearna is also relatively safe because Lil Toenail, aka OSA, has 0 switch-ins. They have 0 switch-ins for... Oh, Hyken, thank you so much for becoming a friend, bro. I appreciate that. So they get that nice Soul Heart, get the KO right there with Magearna, and this is really tough for them because, yes, they do have Zygarde and Moltres to revenge kill, but Magearna, whenever it comes out versus something slower like Azu or even something like Dragonite, though this Z-move Dragonite, it could very well be Tectonic Rage Dragonite for that, or even Devastating Drake, which helps it break through Mandibuzz on the Triple T's team, but nice Soul Heart right there. Hard Kingdra on the Fire Blast. They do get a crit though. Would that be the difference between Hurricane KOing it? I don't think Hurricane would KO anyway, unless it was Z-move Moltres, but they can't have Z-move Moltres because they're designated Monus Dragonite. So they do get a crit, and again, their Kingdra switch-ins are pretty limited outside of Azu, which is actually one of the best Kingdra switch-ins, but not if it goes for Scald. That was a clean play though. I'm not gonna lie. Hyken, I appreciate. Doesn't your Flaffy return? No, Hyken, no. You have a couple months until you get that Flaffy. I appreciate the resub though, I really do. But yeah, Kingdra being in is really good. Pull a nice double into Nidoqueen as they go for Hurricane and miss. So Triple T's definitely predicted the Azu, whereas I think OSA just wanted to get off the damage. Didn't pay off for them though. Ended up missing that Hurricane, as they are going to go Hitmonlee hard on the rocks. Wow. This is by the way, for those that you were wondering what type of tournament this is a draft league tournament. They were all randomized except for their captains, so they were able to pick Magearna, and these guys picked Zygarde. It was draft format. Nice Fling Light Ball with the pair on Nidoqueen, okay. As we see an Earth Power, so we're definitely going to be seeing a Rapid Spin. But again, that damage is going to be pretty crucial for Magearna in the back, and I'm thinking it's offensive since it was able to outspeed Crawdaunt. So the only variants of Magearna that do outspeed Crawdaunt are, unless they just EV'd it to outspeed it, which is pretty much possible. Which is definitely possible. So it's going to be a little bit tough here because there's no way that Triple T's is going to be able to keep their rocks up. They don't have Rocky Helmet to pressure Hitmonlee. And Hitmonlee has a bunch of Rapid Spins, so... Oh, they were going for the Poison Point. Okay, that's a clean play. Hold up, that's a clean spin blocker. So it comes down to if they get full parried this turn. Otherwise, they keep up rocks. That was really smart. Let's see. And they do get full parried to bite them back for the poison. So no rocks. That was clean, though. That was really clean. Really, really smart. I guess based on the Earth Power damage, we should have assumed they were their Poison Point. That was really fire, though. That was actually really clean. Though they do end up getting fully paralyzed on the one turn they could have gotten up rocks. And now Zygarde is in. The huge threat is here. So switching to Zygarde is ridiculously hard. It is ridiculously hard. They do have Mana Buzz though. Probably some sort of phasing Mana Buzz. That did 0. That did nothing. Mana Buzz can actually 1v1 the entire team if it does have Toxic. We do see a Toxic from their own Zygarde though, as Azu is going to come out. Really, really bad for Mana Buzz because this is the only switch-in that Lil Toenail really had for it. So that Whirlwind was amazing. But this is best of 3, so like I said, anything can happen in this game. You think Blunder left their call when they got paralyzed? But yeah, Oz is really, really tough for them to switch into. I can see them going Nidoqueen. I think they actually saved it for potentially Poison Point right here. But Oz can definitely come in. Actually, with a little bit more damage on Kingdra, maybe they don't even need that damage. If this is Belly Drum Azu, it can kind of just sweep. It doesn't KO Magearna at +6. I'm pretty sure it doesn't KO Magearna at +6. But yeah, them bringing in Azu, really, 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 really bad for Triple T's, especially because they didn't get up rocks. Rocks would have been the difference between Multiscale and Dragonite, and a Moltres being at 50%. Because I think with rocks up, Thundurus would just click Thunderbolt twice and hit him Power Ice twice. Maybe 2 times, or maybe 3 times hit him Power Ice, because Zygarde definitely wouldn't go down. I can't get Blunder in the call because Blunder's on Triple T's. PK's going to be joining the call soon, though. And Gator's sleeping. It's like 2 a.m. for him. Okay, we see the double into Zygarde, I'm assuming on the Nidoqueen stack, as they go right for Brave Bird, which isn't going to be able to break a potential sub. I'm not sure if this is Resto Chesto Zygarde, though. I'm definitely not sure if this is Resto Chesto Zygarde, but they do force him out into Moltres. I mean, that damage is probably going to be crucial for a Hidden Power Ice, but that could be Yache Berry Zygarde as well. That could definitely be Hidden Power Ice, or Yache Berry Zygarde. But Moltres being in, goes for Tailwind, as they're just phasing them around. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're fearing Sub, if you're fearing, but Azu being on Tailwind is crazy. So this Azu is definitely going to be, a big threat. I could actually see them going Kingdra, then doubling into Nidoqueen. I think that's the play I would make, because that forces Azu to go for Play Rough, which as Nidoqueen can definitely live one Play Rough at 36%, and even give them an option of getting, or the potential chance of getting the Poison Point on them. So again, that para was really big because all this phasing would have been getting off that chip damage, but I'm not sure if it actually has defog on this Moltres' last move. It's Tailwind, Fire Blast, Hurricane, probably just Roost, because Fire Blast and Hurricane is really all you need versus their team. It hits all their team. So Thundurus comes out. Let's see if we actually see, it is best of 3, yes. This is game 1, Spetched. So let's see if we actually see a nice double into Nidoqueen though. I could definitely see that double into Nidoqueen going on right now. Is Little Toenail about to predict this? Also, a Thunderwave. Thunderwave could definitely come off as well. They could definitely try and go for the para, full para. Like with Thundurus, anything is possible. Thundurus, definitely anything is possible. Same thing with Magearna too. I'm not sure if you would actually risk Play Rough here though. Another play they can make is actually doubling a Kingdra right here, because Waterfall might be OSA's play. Their name Little Toenail is just throwing me out. Yeah, Waterfall might actually be their play. It doesn't knock out Thundurus, and I'm pretty sure Assault Vest. I'm actually going to calc it on the side. Open a new window. I'm pretty sure Assault Vest Azu, or any Azu that's not banded, doesn't knock out Thundurus. It could be banded Azu though with Tailwind. That's actually really smart because they don't have any switch-ins for that. Let's see. Thundurus. We got a nice Thundurus here. What type of Azu are you? Choice Band Waterfall easily KOs. Yes. Play Rough of course KOs, but without the Choice Band, let's see. Alright, so Play Rough or Waterfall, neither KO. So bring out their Zygarde. Not sure if it's Stone Edge or just Thousand Arrows. Yeah. That makes sense. Let's see if we see a Yache Berry. We do not see a Yache Berry, so Zygarde is gone. Zygarde is straight up gone. It just died at 70%. Good lord. Who's on Little Toenail? Chompo, Obiora, Ansa, and Survive 9. So really not the worst turn for keep calling Toenails, man. Not the worst turn for OSA, because they actually have Dragonite in the back. So if it is Dragon Dance with Extreme Speed, it is a huge threat. It's definitely a huge threat. Again, getting up those rocks would have probably been the difference between this game already. But Dragonite comes out. Are you Choice Band, my friend? They do have the priority taunt though, as they go for Flamethrower, and it does not a Flame Victini. Wow, thank you so much for becoming a friend, bro. I appreciate that. They do have the taunt though. Let's see if this Dragonite actually ends up having the Extreme Speed. I'm assuming because I think it's so weak, it might be an Assault Vest Dragonite. I appreciate that, team. I'm assuming it might actually be. Yeah, I will be uploading this. It might actually be Assault Vest Dragonite. I'm just saying because that Dragonite did 0. It is actually 0. Of course, it could just be like that damage. It has to be like 0 special attack investment. I don't know. It did nothing. Either that or it's just really bulky Thundurus. Some bulky Thundurus. Because if you look at their team, the most speed they need on Thundurus is just for Moltres. So it's probably modest Thundurus. I guess Livani, if you consider that thing a threat, or maybe Arcanine. Sharpedo is another one too. They can't priority Thunderbolt anyway, but regular Sharpedo. So they do Thunderbolt. They break its multi-scale, which is gonna be really good, and it looks to be just straight up Spadef. It looks to be straight up Spadef. I'm not sure why they have Flamethrower over Fire Punch though. I guess because it hits Weezing harder than that. And Nidoqueen, maybe? Not sure. Anyway, Dragonite's gonna... Multi-Scale is gonna be broken. This Magearna is in, and this is a giant threat. It could actually easily go for Thunderbolt or something like that here. It already revealed that. It could also go for Ice Beam. That will definitely knock out Dragonite at that range. That will definitely knockout Dragonite. I don't care if you're max spit out Dragonite, which you probably are based on the fact that you took a 14% from Thunderbolt. Like, what's actually happening? Yeah, that also makes sense. Hey, Dusky, thank you so much for becoming a friend, bro. And Blissorg, I appreciate the subscriptions, guys. Thank you. It's not a normal stream, but I appreciate it. So Toenails has a few plays here, or the Toenails. Why'd they call themselves Little Toenail, man? OSA has a few plays here. Moltres is an option. If they think that they can comfortably handle this Mon, then you probably sack Dragonite. And then go Moltres after, because Moltres is actually pretty set to winning. It might come down to a couple doubles, but even then, I don't think Magearna can knock out both Moltres or Azu from full. We do see the shift gear though, however. Let's see. And we see a crit though, and a burn. Oh, that's going to be game. That definitely puts in the range of Aqua Jet. So that crit burn is terrible. But we see, what is this? Oh, Sub-Zero Slammer. Okay, so the Ice Z move, they do get the special attack boost, but that crit burn might just be game. It depends. It depends. If this Azu is, yeah, because I think if they didn't get that, now they're probably just forced to go Moltres anyway. I'm not sure if Moltres takes +1 T-Bolt from a max special attack Magearna, because I don't know their spread, for once. But Azu is definitely going to be able to pick off Magearna with the Aqua Jet there. Yep, and I believe that is going to be game 1 for OSA. I don't think they can come back from this unless their Kingdra has something crazy right now. They do have Hidden Power, Electric, looks to be Specs. They missed the play rough though. Hold up, they are back in this game. Okay, they are back in this game. They are back in this game. Look what Chris just said. That was either Blunder or Chris. They are straight up back in this game. Holy crap. And the great thing is, no, the thing is though, if they go Moltres, I think they have to crit a Specs Hidden Power Electric on Moltres upon switching. Or it's going to come down to play rough missing again. Because Moltres, look at Blunder typing in the chat, you see that justice. Yeah, because Moltres can definitely set up a Tailwind and still just straight up sweep with Ozzy just clicking play rough. But that's not Assault Vest Ozzy though. So that miss was huge for triple T's right there. Look at Blunder. That was definitely Blunder. I know that wasn't Chimpak. Chimpak just chilling. He probably just laughed. Moet was probably like, you know how Moet talks, yeah, like that. That's probably Moet right there with a little bit of a sound, and then it cuts off in the middle because Moet's internet is straight up trash. That boy thought that 2 down and 0.5 up was good internet. In what world? They type good game. All right, so Moltres comes out. Yep, there's a Tailwind, double Hidden Power Electric. It is going to come down to play rough hitting. It is going to come down to play rough hitting. Or a couple outplays. They go Needle Queen here, let's see. There's the play rough. The play rough is a 2-hit KO. Will they risk it though, or will they go for Waterfall? They do risk the play rough right there. That's the whole game. You already saw the game ended. And they ended up hit the play rough, so they ended up still coming back and winning that first game. Holy crap.
Man, what a stupid fucking game. We had that shit completely won, dude.
Hey, get out of here. I don't care. Look at Blunder. Blunder joined here and got it all upset. Nah, that game was definitely theirs. Blunder came here just to complain. Anyway, so that's game 1. Why did he sack Kingdra and just play rough 1? Because it wasn't banded Azu. It switched up moves earlier. It went for Aqua Jet and then went for play rough. But yeah, the flamethrower crit plus burn was pretty dumb because they definitely had enough outs. Like all they had to do was Thunderbolt the Magearna. Or the Azu. It probably went down based on the HP electric damage, or really close to a KO. Anyway, let's see if we can get a game 2 going on. Nope. Blunder's actually pretty upset in the chat. It's okay. It is okay. That's the game we play though. That's definitely the game we play. That's why we just gotta chill. Yeah, the crit and burn on Magearna was pretty much the game though. It was definitely game changing. Can't really be too upset about the peril because they went for Fling Light Ball, which is really cool. Though, of course, getting up rocks as well would have won the game for them probably pretty early on, too, because Dragonite would have not been able to knock out Thunderous. We saw that it probably didn't have extreme speed. Its multi-scale would have been broken, and even though Thunderbolt did 14, next hit would have been absolutely nothing. So, can we get a game 2 going on? Hold up. Must be ranked. I'm in IDM. Why am I not here? Why am I definitely not here? I knew Blunder was upset, though. Blunder was definitely upset. We have 517 people who are watching. It's my fault. It's definitely my fault, Kuzma. By the way, shout out to my boy Shofu for all this music in the background. He just passed me this file. Has a bunch of Cypher stuff. Is this the one that Blunder puts in all his old videos? I think it's still not here. I'm about to hop out of this this Discord call real quick. Let's see if we can get game 2. Let me unblock PMs real quick. PMs. Will there be another anytime soon? Yes, they're playing the next one right now. We're game 2. Oh, there it is. I'm in. I'm ready. Anyway, we have a game 2 right here. They switched it up this time. Let me block PMs again. They switched it up this time, though. Ended up going with Hydreigon as well as Alakazam, and it's actually not bad at all for them, because the only thing they really have for Zam, the only thing they really have for Zam is revenge killing it. If it is Life Orb, or it's Mega Zam, obviously, but Zam in general 2 KOs every mon on their team. Yeah. And if they do get up T-Spikes here, because they don't have a potential defogger outside of... Is Multiscale Dragonite legal with defog? We're about to find out. I don't even know if Dragonite learns defog, I'm not gonna lie. Dragonite, you learn defog, buddy pal? You do learn defog, but is this possible? Let me give you a Assault Vest. Please provide a valid format. Whatever. Yep, it can learn defog with Multiscale. I was correct. So, if they do have defog on their Dragonite, can't have Multiscale. They can definitely have Inner Focus, though. Though I think Multiscale would be better. So we see Zygarde versus Nidoqueen lead. If it is Shukaberry Nidoqueen, they are going to be able to get up T-Spikes, but they do hard switch directly into Mandibuzz on the 1,000 Arrows. I did a significant amount more than last time. Otherwise, that was either a roll or we see the Toxic. And we see a foul play, 36%. Okay, that's some clean damage. And they do have decent answers to Sharpedo, though Psychic Fangs is a thing. Weezing can still take it on, especially if T-Spikes are up. That foul play is going to be pretty tough for them to switch into outside of Azu. I could see them potentially having U-turn on Mandibuzz as well. But getting off damage on Zygarde is going to be really good for Magirna in the back. Nice double into Hydreigon. They were probably expecting, what, Arcanine or even this Hippowdon to want to come out. I'm not sure if it's Specs Hydreigon, but Specs Surf hurts even with Sand. I'm not sure like what type of okay, Tom. I'm not sure what type of Azu it is, but if this is Spec Surf Hydreigon, it 2-hit KOs this, Sharpedo's 2-hit KO'd, Zygarde's 2-hit KO'd, and Azu's going to be taking, if it's not an Assault Vest Azu, it's going to be taking close to 30% with Sandstorm. So that'd be really cool. Another good play here is just clicking Specs Dark Pulse, if they are Specs, of course. Having Taunt would also be good, Taunt Life Orb. But if they're Specs Dark Pulse as well, that's another thing they don't have switch-ins to. They go for U-turn though, so that leads me to believe that they are potentially Choice Scarf. We see no item on Hippo though, so maybe a Yachi Berry Hippo. We do see the T-Spikes though. Nidoqueen eats that up. Let's see if we'll see a second layer. I'm not sure if they'll get up a second layer. Definitely Rocks is what I'd go for here. But T-Spikes, getting up T-Spikes first is really smart because that pressures Azu the most. And now they get up those Rocks. Going to be pressuring Azu and everything upon switching, breaking multi-scales. But they don't have a way of actually knocking out Hippowdon from full. But Weezing is a good start if they do have Taunt on it, of course. And Burning. Let's see if Arcanine is going to come out here, though. They can't be Z-Belly Drum Azu because their Z-Move Mon is Dragonite. So, if their Dragonite is actually Defog, this is really bad for Triple T's. Hey, Jay Quinn, thank you so much for 6 months, bro. This is really bad for Triple T's. But only if that thing does have Defog. And that spike is going to be really good. So they go hard Dragonite. I think they do have Defog. I think they definitely have defog. Slappy Gilmore, thank you so much for 5 months. Yeah, there's no way that's not defog. If you go hard Dragonite on a potential Will-O-Wisp, there's no way that's not defog. So if they are fast taunt Weezing, they can potentially stop the defog. A poison and a crit though, so it's max split F Dragonite. That way I could defog on Pokemon like Thundurus, for example. This was a sub league, guys, that I had for the subscribers. Alright, so yeah, I definitely go for a defog here. Yep, they are max speed def defog Dragonite. And do they have extreme speed to do some damage? That's going to be really bad. I think that might be the whole game. That definitely might be the whole game. Because they needed spikes up, or toxic spikes up. Yeah, they definitely needed. Are you gonna winner's interview? Yeah, I can do that. It's not a big deal. I'm probably definitely gonna have a loser's interview too. The winners do get to go on the channel though in a video as well. But yeah, Zam is still tough for them to switch into, especially if they trace Sharpedo's. Yeah, especially if they trace Sharpedo's Multiscale. So they don't Mega Evolve, which makes sense. Want to preserve that Magic Guard. Oh wait, they actually have to Mega. You actually have to Mega. Yeah, they actually had to Mega. Too bad. Get Blunder out of that call. Okay. Yeah, they do have to Mega. They should have Mega'd anyway. They would have traced that nice inner focus, couldn't flinch. That was definitely Moet or Blunder right here getting upset. Yeah. The thing is, you do have to auto Mega. Unless you are Sharpedo. Just keep it going. It won't matter. Yeah. Just keep it going. I don't think it'll matter in the long run if Alakazam Megas earlier or later, unless Alakazam ends up living on like a few percentage. Yeah, speed boost. My bad. Yeah, Sharpedo's the only mon that's actually not allowed to Mega on the first turn. So they do Mega, they get intimidated. So this is what would have happened anyway, and now they got off a Psychic. Ooh, Snarl. That is really clean because they are definitely living the next. That is really cool. That is really cool. Why is that a rule? Because that's how we did that. That's how we ended up doing this. If you have a problem, well, you're not playing in the league. Unfortunate. Anyway, yeah, the way we had it was you do have to auto Mega because some people drafted or got Slowbro in a draft where some people got Mega Slowbro in the draft. We tiered them differently, just like Smogon does. So that way people can't have. As well, that way people have, oh, they're getting a little bit upset. That way people can't have a potentially Life Orb Zam or a Mega Zam. Yeah, so Pokemon were tiered differently, and also the fact that it makes it easier when you're prepping for something, because this Alakazam could easily be Life Orb, it could easily be Sash Counter. Yeah, it was a draft league, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that's how it goes. And Sharpedo's the only Pokemon that has the exception. It doesn't have to Mega right away. Ooh, the Morning Sun. This is gonna be tough. I don't know if that's Blunder getting upset. It could be anybody, to be honest. They got Moet there. It might be Chimpak, little passive aggressive. Anyway, this Arcanine is gonna be tough for them. Toxic on Zygarde's really smart. Because Triple T's best answer to Zygarde was in fact Mandibuzz. Because Weezing isn't a counter since 1000 Arrows the first time it's neutral, the second time it's super effective. And after that, pretty much the entire time, like on their team, it's bad for them. So bringing Defog Dragonite was definitely smart. I think Triple T's had to try and acknowledge that. Yeah, Blunder just confirmed it's not him, it's Kidus. I mean, Kidus did build the team, so makes sense why he's upset. In any case, Hard Hydreigon on the Snarl, very smart play because Arcanine might be able to wall this entire team. The fact that Mandibuzz is poison, it's already on a timer. Magearna loses super effectively. Weezing can't do crap unless it's Sludge Bomb poisons, and even then, though that is a 30% chance, it's not doing any types of damage. We might see a 2-0 sweep from OSA. Though, of course, if that first turn was different. We do see Alakazam come in on the close combat. Very, very, very solid play on the Triple T's part. Scouting for that. Also, the fact that they couldn't do any damage to it, it makes sense. Ooh, this is a clean. Oh, anybody hear this beat? Bum, bum, bum. Shout out to Matt Houston. Arcanine comes back in. So last move is definitely a fire type move. Last move is definitely a fire type move. Snarl is actually pretty cool because it's something you see on Arcanine and VGC. So the fact that they're using it here. We see a nice Psychic though. We do see a Snarl. If Triple T wants to come back, I think they have to crit. Like right now. I think they actually have to crit right now. Like I think they have to crit the Psychic right here to get rid of Arcanine. Otherwise, what is... I'm about to ignore spectators. I want to sex Obi. Get that out of here. They do get a 31% roll. Not enough. Let's see. So Fire move should be coming out. Our Morning Sun, very, very smart. 1 bit of dedication. Thank you, Fred. A Fire move should definitely be coming out here. Or, yeah, I would go for a Fire move or for another Snarl. It's pretty no drawback. Like, to be honest, no play they go for there could be a bad play. Morning Sun makes sense. So Weezing makes sense as well because it can actually tank Snarls, doesn't care about close combat, and though it is a fire move Arcanine and might have Flamethrower, Weezing can potentially poison it with Sludge Bomb, which will be the difference between Alakazam 2 KOing it despite the Snarl. So there's a Sludge Bomb. They go with Powdon, which is also pretty clean because now this means it can't be burnt. Do they have Taunt on Weezing though, or do they have Double T Spikes? Double T Spikes can also be the difference between winning and losing. Taunt would be pretty clean though, I'm not gonna lie. Keeping Mana Buzz around is really smart for Sharpedo as well. Sharpedo's a huge threat. But Magearna is still looking threatening, especially with Powdon being poisoned and not having leftovers. Put that man on the timer. So if they do the double T spikes, now is definitely the time to reveal it. You need this double T spikes. Or Taunt. Those are both two good plays. Poked. That's the whole game. Hey Karen, thank you so much for a year. I really do appreciate that. Alright, so yeah, Taunt, double T spikes. Yes, Watermelon. I will be doing that sometime in the future. Besides that, I don't think they can really touch Hippowdon. Even Arcanine's going to be a really, 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 really big threat to them, man. I mean, Arcanine's already been being a big threat, so it's smart that they put Toxic on Zygarde. Even if they used it twice in a row. Like, Triple T's had nothing for Zygarde outside of Mana Buzz. OSA are long for hour-long battles. Triple T's really thinking about this play, though. Hey, Triple T's, reveal the double T spikes. I'm trying to see game 3. I'm trying to see a game 3 going on. I need these Triple T spikes. Otherwise, that might be the whole game. Hold up, who's the new dude? Hey, shout out to PK, who is apparently using the bathroom, which is why he is not here. If it was old PK, he would have joined me, but I wouldn't let him. Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking too good for Triple T's. It's definitely not looking too good. But who knows, though? Magearna can always pull it out. Especially because it's not offensive Arcanine. Hydreigon on the rocks. It makes sense because it was more likely that Hippowdon would go for rocks there than healing. So this does give you the chance to Dark Pulse flinch it. Though they do have Azu, which is again still a threat. So let's see, 30%. They don't get the flinch, but they end up phasing them out into Mana Buzz, which is cool because this does give Mana Buzz the foul play off and nothing else to take it except for Azu. Again, Azu could definitely take that hit. So Hippowdon goes down. I don't know how much that really mattered though in the long run. It was already in range of pretty much every hit. Azu's going to come out. And right now, if you guys are just joining us, or well, you'll be watching on YouTube hopefully, but it is 1-up. It's 1-0 right now for OSA. Hey Cass. Alright, solid defog on the play rough. Does not miss this time. And then they're probably going to go Weezing here. I think Weezing is their best answer to this. I don't know if they have Will-O-Wisp, though, but Weezing would definitely be the play. Yep. If they do have Will-O-Wisp, that's going to be really good for Zygarde, though it could very well be Lum or Resto Chest or something like that. We still haven't seen an item on it. So I have no idea what Zygarde set this is. But Weezing, if there's a Weezing, there's still a chance. And as long as Magearna is healthy enough, Sharpedo cannot knock it out. And the fact that at this point we can assume safely that only 2 Mons in their team have priority. That would probably be Zygarde as well as Azu. It's not looking too bad. So they do reveal the Will-O-Wisp right there as they go Arcanine, which is fair. Arcanine still can't necessarily beat this 1v1 unless it has a significant amount of special attack investment. I'm pretty sure Weezing will live an unboosted Flamethrower, and by I mean unboosted, like unevied Flamethrower. Doubles out into Zygarde on the Sludge Bomb. Ooh, OSA making plays. Hold up. We do see a poison though on Zygarde. We do see a clean poison on Zygarde. As they go Hydreigon on 1,000 arrows, that's very smart. If they do have extreme speed though, this is pretty bad. That was really smart though, because Zygarde is... Weezing is the one thing stopping them from really losing though. So a little bit of... Weezing been poisoning everything. It poisoned Hippo, Dragonite, and Zygarde. It's probably going to poison Arcanine too, I'm not going to lie. Again, the fact that they probably don't have priority on Arcanine, I think also will come into play, because if it does get poisoned, then and it gets weakened, and it also has only a few Morning Suns left, Alakazam could potentially pick it off. Do they have the extreme speed though? I've seen them run Rest. I've also seen them run 1,000 Waves. That way you cannot switch. I'm pretty sure Azu's coming out here if they don't have extreme speed though. Otherwise, they're just going to go for Dark Pulse. Azu cannot be Z Belly Drum. So they do double, predicting that Azumarill. Very, very, very solid play. They are back in this. That's a really, 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 really solid play. I don't know if they were actually scouting for the Rocky Helmet, because that was also really good, because right there were 2 plays that Zygarde would do. It would either extreme speed or they double back into Azu, and if it went for extreme speed, Weezing's Rocky Helmet would activate. Zygarde would go down to Rocky Helmet plus Poison. But yeah, I've seen them run 1,000 arrows, 1,000 waves, like Coil and whatnot. And I also saw a +6 Coil not KO Amoonguss, which is ridiculous. Straight up ridiculous. But yeah, very, very, very solid play on their part. And they're able to get off the Sludge Bomb. They get a crit on the Azu, which is going to be really big. That crit is huge. Putting it in range of Magearna, that's definitely Assault Vest Azu, by the way. But again, Arcanine is just still so much of a threat. You could probably try that. And that was able to 2-hit KO. That's able to 2-hit KO the Zygarde. Now, if it is Rest, Zygarde still could be a problem. I think that Triple T's are going to have to sack. I don't think they'd sack Weezing, though, because Weezing's the thing stopping them from losing to Arcanine, potentially. Also getting a Sludge Bomb, like Poison, and that could help out Magearna. So, this game could be a little bit closer than it looks. Sharpedo's still looking like a massive threat, though. I'm not going to lie. But it might go to Game 3. It might actually go to Game 3. Also, Zygarde does not knock out Weezing with the first 1,000 arrows. But if they do have Rest, they're probably going to go for it. That's Zygarde's CB. Is it really CB? Didn't it go for 1,000 arrows in Toxic? It's not CB. It went for 1,000 arrows turn 1, and then it went for Toxic turn 2. So, they sacked their Hydreigon. Probably going to go into Zam now. And I'm assuming that this Zygarde actually does not have extreme speed. It would have went for versus Hydreigon earlier, unless they did predict. Unless Hydreigon lives. I'll calculate this right now. So you go Zam, get the nice aura break, that useful ability. Beautiful ability. Kitamori, thank you so much for becoming a friend with Twitch Prime. And yeah, let's see him go for a nice and clean Psychic. I definitely see them going for Psychic here. Oh, they do have the extreme speed, and they scout to Protect for it. Protect is actually really cool too, because you trace Sharpedo's speed boost. That is really cool. And Sharpedo is forced to attack. So it might come down to a play here. It might come down to a play here. That was a clean turn. That was definitely a clean turn. I'm not going to lie. That was actually a really nice turn. I doubt their last... Rest is still a very, very... It's still a move that they would have, but you don't go for rest now. You definitely don't go for rest. This is a really tough turn. I think you extreme speed 100% of the time because... unless they go Magirna, you're good either way. I don't think they can go Weezing here, though. If Weezing still lives Sharpedo's Psychic Fangs, they definitely can't. And they need Magirna healthy just in case they aren't able to trace the... Just in case they aren't able to trace. That poison is pretty huge. This music is pretty intense, too. That actually is very, 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 very fitting. Yeah, that Sludge Bomb was pretty, the Sludge Bomb poisons were pretty big. I mean, it's pretty much Scald. It's 30% chance to poison. So, nothing you can really do about that, though. Yeah, you either switch Weezing or Double Protect. I think you have to Double... No, you can't Double Protect. I think you need Weezing in. Oh, they get the 1,000 arrows play right! Magirna is gone. That might be... That's the whole game. That's it. Yep, they went out to the wrong Pokemon, too. I think they had to Double Protect. That's the game. Yeah, they had to protect there because they needed Magirna healthy so they could take on Sharpedo. And Sharpedo can just safely go for an attack here, Psychic Fangs, because you don't need Sharpedo to win the game. All you need is Alakazam. All you need is Arcanine to win the game. So they just go right for an attack here and win. Sharpedo doesn't have to protect. It's allowed to get one speed boost, but it doesn't have to protect. Yeah. Back on the beat like a terror. Okay, that's the game. OSA's been playing really aggressively too. Like Triple C's definitely made the doubles what they needed to do, but that's game. Unless I'm seeing something that's not here. Sharpedo goes for the Psychic Fangs, and then yeah. Yeah, I think they either had to Double Protect there or go... I think the Double Protect was their play as well. There's definitely no way they can choke this away. Yeah, Hard Mega, Psychic Fangs, the best play. Yep. Alakazam comes out. Dazzling Gleam will be able to knock him out, and then it's gonna... Or Energy Ball knocks him out, okay. You need like a super Psychic crit. Yeah, this is 50. That's not. And OSA actually takes the finals 2-0. There was definitely luck in the first game that made the game be won by them. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Might have to been a game 3, game 2. Or game 3, excuse me. But they ended up winning 2-0 versus the Triple T's. So, Moet, Chimp, Blunder, and Kidus rocks as the holy. Lost to Chompo, Obiora, Ansa, and Survive 9. Should have been a best of 5. Ain't nobody here trying to watch 5 games go down. I thought Double Protect was 30% chance, not a 50% chance. Where are the interviews at? Let me say add me to your chat. Add me to your chat. Chompo, add me to your chat. Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to add me to the chat. That way I can join the get a little winners interview right here. Invite me. Alright, so Chompo doesn't seem to... I don't think he's reading it. Obiora, add me to your chat, bro. Yeah, this is some close games. The Poisons brought them back in game 2. And the crit burn lost them game 1. I don't know. I'm about to just join Double Secret because Chompo doesn't know how to invite me. Oh, they invited me finally.
Hey, bro. It didn't go as planned.
It didn't. That game 1 was that game 1 sucked for you guys.
So whatever.
Yeah, that game was
I can't lie. I'm pretty upset. Blunder and Kid. They both
Wait, how is it our fault? Dude, every single time we make a play, after the play happens, Kid will go, man, you guys made the wrong fucking play. You should have listened to me after the play's done. Like, what?
There's just some questionable plays that happen.
I mean, that 1,000 arrows at the end was pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we don't need Magirna at that point. Like, we can't win regardless. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Arcanine didn't have a fire move.
I wish we picked someone that was more grateful if we were gonna pick a random to team with us.
Hello? You talking about Kidus?
Yeah, he's fucking annoying.
You're on stream.
Oh, oops.
No, the thing is, like, even if the Arcanine couldn't beat the Magirna, it could just snarl us down to death. And
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I thought you still needed Magirna
But it was at full
to
health,
eat a hit,
though, so
eat a hit
we
from.
coulda- from Sharpedo. Yeah, we needed Magirna. That's why I don't understand why we just threw it away.
I think the play at the end was double protecting though. I think.
I don't like double protector either. I would have just stayed in with Alakazam on Weezing. Like, what was Weezing gonna do really?
Weezing could still
I
beat
think,
Arcanine.
I think what we
It was
did
gonna sit in
wrong.
front of Arcanine the same thing like
was-
Magirna was.
Nah, if there's anything to regret, it's that we didn't fucking think of the possibility of the
Default.
game two. We didn't even get lucked. We just lost. Game
Yeah.
2 was just a loss.
Yeah.
I have no like qualm with losing. That's why I said GG, because I don't care if we lose that game. It's just like I don't know what else we were supposed to do.
Nah, game one definitely sucked though. That crit burn sealed up the game.
Yeah, we had 100%. I mean, it doesn't matter because game 2 we lost legitimately,
Yeah.
and then game 3, all they had to do was bring like that's what I said in call before when we were prepping. Like Arcanine was always gonna be the biggest problem.
Yeah. Arcanine was annoying for the team. I think if you brought the game one team,
Oh no.
it would have helped out a lot.
That sucked.
In game
Game
two.
3, we were just gonna win with Reflect Light Screen and Magirna.
Just gonna use dual screens of Magirna. I mean,
Their answer to dual screen Magirna was nothing game 1, and game 2 was Spadef Arcanine, which literally lost after Rock.
you guys didn't have Toxic on Mandibuzz?
No.
No, both of our Mandibuzzes were pretty bad. It was like Roost, Defog, Whirlwind.
Game 2, Toxic Spike Squeezing would have been so nice.
Yeah, I thought you guys
I
might
feel,
have
like,
bought.
I feel like we should have stacked T-Spikes. Wisp was useless, I guess. Because if we had T-Spike, we won, probably. Because it would have been easier to pressure Arc. I don't know. I don't like have like any regrets besides team-wise. I don't think we played bad at all. Like, given what, like...
They got us though with the Arcanine into Zygarde.
Yeah, yeah.
That was really risky though, because if we just sledged on the first time...
No. That's fine for them. Because they had more leeway. Like, I don't blame anything in game 2 besides, like, maybe we should have had another T-Spike. They just out-prepped us. Game 2 is a fair loss. I don't give a shit about that game.
Yeah,
It's a fair loss.
Dragonite. I was checking actually while I was commentating. Dragonite had to be inner focus to
For
be.
default,
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna drag Kidus in here. He has some stuff to say.
LOL.
Alright, let me clarify. Blunder choked that game.
Oof.
Let me clarify. I cleared the whole league while you sat there, and we could have picked any random to take
I said
with us,
psychic or
but we
double
kicked you.
protect.
So
I
just
said
relax,
psychic
all right?
or double
That's just the
protect.
league.
I
Dude,
said
nobody-
against the Zygarde.
Okay.
Want to clarify for those people thinking.
I want to clarify for
Oh,
the
the
people
new
watching.
guy.
We could have picked any random kid to carry with us to the finals, but unfortunately we picked this kid. So here we are.
No, Moet chose me because my credentials.
Well, it's unfortunate, friends.
Unfortunately, we're not gonna have a video with pokeaimMD.
There will be no Joey.
That was the best part. If you guys won.
Maybe next year.
First game was bullshit.
Yeah, the first game, that crit burn was crazy. That really did suck.
It was always the fire types that were gonna beat us anyway. It was Moltres or Arcanine. Either of those had Spadef. We just fucking lost. Like,
Yeah, because unfortunately Magirna can auto-kill them. I'm really surprised they didn't bring Wakan Moltres. I don't know, what was their item? Game 1.
Leftovers. It was leftovers.
Oh, yeah.
Defog. No, I don't know if it was defog, but it was
game
Tailwind.
1, I'm pretty sure they were just max speed, max like special attack. 'Cause
Yeah.
you count, right?
Yeah.
And they were just like, they were probably just some item that like, I don't know. I actually can't make a claim. It could have been Pasho for Kingdra.
Well, no, I mean,
It was leftovers.
yeah, it was leftovers though.
Oh.
Yeah. In game 1, I think it was pretty clean that you guys tried to use Poison Point Needle Queen to spin block.
Yeah, but
But
it,
No,
I
we
also
actually
like-
didn't intentionally do that because
No,
both
we
the Needle
definitely
Queens were
intentionally
poison.
did that.
no,
I put
no.
point
Chris put it on
These
intentionally.
guys were crying. oh, why only have sheer force? We need sheer force. What do we need sheer force for? To
yeah,
do 5% more with earth power?
This did happen. This did happen. Nah, their first team was trash. Like, they should have just brought the second team twice, and they probably would have 2-0'd. Like, clearly. Like, their first team was just unnecessary. Like, it was a bad team. But their second team, they just outdid us. So.
Yeah, I think Spadef Arcanine was always going to be a huge threat to your team.
That's why, like, when I saw their first team, I was like, why is everything died to Magirna? Because our set was Shift Gear, ICMZ, T-Bolt, Dazzling Gleam. So it was, like, prep to just beat their whole thing. Because Kidus made both teams, shouts to him. And then we just fucking, like, we couldn't break Arcanine, no matter, like, but that's not, like a set-wise thing. It's just, like, there's nothing we can put on the teams to beat Arcanine. Like, at least lure. Like, there's nothing that we can lure Arcanine in with. Like, we had Modest Zam, and it's not scratchy.
I thought if you guys were Specs Hydreigon, you kind of just clicked Dark
Yeah,
Pulse and
I guess we could have been Specs.
We needed Scarf for that.
We were scared of Dragon Dancing their Dragon Dancers, though, because our
And
team's
Sharpedo.
relatively slow.
oh, they're
Besides Zam.
the Azu in the second game was obviously Assault Vest. It had Bulldoze though. Sharpedo, you know, standard Jolly, 180 speed, 76 defense. Okay, Soft Sand, Zygarde, Rindo Berry, Hippowdon, and yeah, just Max Spadef. They didn't have a fire move on Arcanine. I think you guys.
Rindoberry?
It was.
Are
it was
you
close
kidding
combat.
me?
Morning Sun, Snarl, and Toxic.
Rindo for who? Do we even have a grass type?
Do you have a Grass for Grass Knot or Energy Ball from Alakazam, I guess, or Grass Knot from Thunderous?
Oh, that's actually kind of smart, because I thought about Nasty Plug Grass Knot, but we didn't put Thunder on the second team.
But they could have done was
Wait,
Roll-On-Duo.
what was it? Wait, no, go back to the Hippowdon.
Wait,
What
go
was
back to what was their Arcanine? What was the last move?
It was close combat, Morning Sun, Snarl, Toxic. I thought for sure it was
What the
Flamethrower.
So they have Rindo, so they can Whirlwind Artorias.
Wait, so
on their
their Arcanine. Okay, that's a
Arcanine couldn't touch Mag. Like,
That's a ratchet ass set, bro.
That's exactly what I thought. Whatever.
I thought it had to be Flamethrower 100%. Yo, so Weezing could have won too if Weezing had Pain Split. That's why I was thinking you would save Weezing and Magirna and then just sack. What's it called? And sack, not sack Zam, but I thought Protect or Psychic was the answer.
I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you Toxic the Zam instead of snarling over and over again? Whatever.
I mean, they ate any hit. His first team, they had.
Because Toxic shoots off its
But
last
if we got a
weapon.
Spadef drop, at least they put us on a timer.
That's true. Yo, their Hitmonlee set was fire in the first game. It was Pursuit, Sucker Punch, Fling, Rapid Spin.
Bro, what is that set of comp? Oh, for the fucking Jellicent, bro. That shit ain't going anywhere.
That boy is not.
Wait, they can't even touch Jellicent.
Yeah, they can't touch Jellicent.
Man.
Why would we switch out from Jellicent with him on lead?
Man.
What type?
Yeah, and they had Roost Flame Body on Moltres.
The
We lost the
scary thing
Chompo.
was their fucking Zygarde and the fucking Arcanine. Damn. We knew the Crawdon was lead Sash.
Sash, definitely
We knew
Sash.
that.
Yeah.
That was obvious.
That was
That's
a
why I
really,
went to-
yeah, that was your best play. That was definitely a really solid play. All right, well, it is unfortunate that you guys ended up losing. I was looking forward to my live
Yeah.
with Blunder, Chip, Pact, and Moet, and Kidus Rocks.
I was
You
about to
got the
say.
Dream Squad, bro.
But in any case, guys, I'm gonna be joining the winners call real quick, and yeah, I'll hop back in here after the stream.
Yeah, what a real winners right here. Fuck you.
All right, I'll see you guys. Hello.
What's up?
Hey, dude. Oh,
Congratulations.
Man,
Bro, I was so scared of his team, dude.
We were so scared the entire
that was the hardest matchup ever.
How come you guys
Wait.
didn't have a fire move on Zam?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean Arcanine?
Oh, Arcanine, yeah.
Because Arcanine could still solo Magirna with just whittling it down with Snarl.
7%. Let's go.
Of course, if he was at Coal Mine Lefties, we couldn't cover everything.
I kind of wanted Fire Move a bit more, but I see what they were coming from as well, being able to hit Hydreigon a bit harder on switch-ins. But I mean, we did have Snarl, but
We needed Hydreigon weakened for Mega Shark.
No,
Yeah,
it makes
that's
sense. It
what-
makes
that was
sense. Mega
that was
Sharpedo
our
could
plan.
win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought
excuse me.
I thought the Sludge Bomb poisons were actually gonna be game for you guys because they definitely. Now, that
I don't
1,000
know, we
arrows
were
was a
so
good
nervous.
play.
Every time they sludge bombed, we pretty much.
I was scared that he was gonna. Well, since he showed Protect, I was scared he was gonna hard mag to get the Soul Heart boost
Yeah,
after we E-speed, and then he could probably to a KO with Gigavolt Havoc into Thunderbolt. from Magirna.
I could see
And
that.
then we lose.
I could see that. Zyro was always going to be a threat, though. It was smart of you guys to run Toxic because all they had was Mandibuzz as they're switching ever. Or Jealousy.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
team
pretty much.
Chompo made pretty much last second in case the game went to game 3. He put a Bandit instead because that
No, I
also
think I
worked
see.
for.
Yeah, we also had another one. I also had like a semi-stall team.
We ran Bandit. Somebody ran.
I thought you guys were going to run the 1,000 Waves, 1,000 Arrows Toxic Rest. Because that also could have been...
Yeah, we were
That
thinking.
actually sounds pretty good. But
That actually sounds pretty good. we should have run that.
Yeah, because 1,000 Waves...
We
keeps
did,
people-
but we needed something to actually hit Mega Zam and revenge it because it outspeeds everything with a Monus nature easily.
That's
So
true,
we
too.
were not
That's
forced
true.
to speed.
Where's Ansa?
Ansa
he
didn't
did.
want to be on stream, or he has to leave.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But yeah, dude, guys, congratulations. I'll hit
Thank
you guys
you.
up.
Oh,
You
thanks.
guys are in gym. You guys are in, what's Eastern plus 7? Is that where you guys are at 10?
I think that's like
Yep.
finish time.
Yeah, that's
Survive
finish
is
time.
EST, I'm GMT.
So it's 8 o'clock? Oh, you're GT.
Except for me, I'm
half,
Eastern.
yeah, half time.
Alright, so this is going to be great to schedule with you guys. Nice
Oh,
recording.
thanks.
I'll be sarcastic. It's going to suck scheduling. You guys are all in different time zones. No.
I mean, yeah, we can stay up. It's weekend. It's weekend.
Yeah.
It was actually really hard to schedule this game because of
Yeah, we had to like.
previous work.
Yeah, as you know, it got postponed like a week.
Yeah, I mean, that was partly my fault too. I couldn't be here.
That's fine.
to
Don't worry.
commentate it.
That gave us more time to prepare. We were barely ready.
Wait, what are you
But,
talking about?
we
We
had-
didn't prepare until like yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I'm
we actually
saying.
built this team yesterday.
We were. Oh my gosh, we were running all about the place trying to get it finished.
We did most of it on the last Saturday. Then we heard it was getting postponed. Then we waited until yesterday to finish the team.
Yeah.
So
I
it
mean,
was so
using
bad.
your prep time wisely. Yeah, it was smart though. Zygar was definitely a good call. Arcanine was also a really good call versus them. The 1,000 Arrows play. I'm surprised that they.
Yeah, I don't know why we
I'm kinda
just
surprised
went
they
for
hard
1,000
right.
arrows,
Yeah.
clicking it.
I
We
guess.
didn't do anything.
I guess if
I don't think
that's one question,
Magirna,
right?
if you were confident that Magirna could, that Arcanine could 1v1 Magirna and Weezing, then it was the play to make anyway.
We were quite confident, but I wish we had. I was really hoping that we had fire move later, but I don't know. We ended up winning in the end, so that's. I guess
Doesn't matter.
That's what matters. It's true. That
Yo,
crit-
you like our defog Dragonite and defog Moltres?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I figured once I saw the damage and I saw leftovers, boys definitely split that
that's-
defog. I had to check though if it was
Yeah.
defog plays. I'm pretty sure defog plus multiscale is illegal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was inner
Yeah,
focus.
inner focus.
In the front.
Yeah, I saw that.
Nice.
Hey,
That's
fuck
all.
it, Dark Pulse fletched.
That was really fun.
Yeah, I was
When's the
wondering
next one?
when's the next sub tour? Probably in
Yeah.
summer. Probably in summer.
Oh, nice. Actually, that's
We
quite
gotta
fun.
take 2 wins in 1 year.
Well, anyway, you guys any closing words to the stream?
Shout out to Ansa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out to Ansa. It's
Shout
unfortunate
out
he
to all
can't
the
be here.
people that believed in us.
Yeah.
Dennis.
Dennis the Menace.
Shout out to
the
Dennis. Shout out to Jojo Monster.
Yeah.
You know who you
Okay.
are.
I think that's it.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
day. I like day.
thank you everybody for watching and thank you everybody for participating. It was a lot of fun watching these replays. I enjoyed seeing a +6 Zygarde fail to KO an Among Us and just get clear smog.
Yeah, we did the calcs before, but at least we got rid of it. That's the main point.
Yeah, that's also true. But like I said, thank you everybody for watching. I'll definitely be doing a live with these guys and Ansa in the future. And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends. You can say bye too. You guys,
Oh, bye. Yeah, bye.
We're just listening, man.
Yeah, this is what we do when we watch.
Congratulations
Be
again.
respectable.
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Later.
Yeah.